Yo, what's going on everybody? I'm your boy Numbskull, and today I'm bringing you a report sent in by this follower on screen right here. I cleaned it up a bit so everything flows better when I read it out, but other than that, it's exactly as he said it happened. It's a banger, and I enjoyed experiencing it, and I hope you all do too. Let's get into it. It was November 5th, 2025, and I was at school when things started to feel off. Out of nowhere, I began feeling really nauseous, bad enough that I decided to go to the nurse. After checking me out, they ended up calling my stepmom and I was sent home for the day. Once I got home, I had some time to myself. A little later, I'd say around 12:30 in the afternoon, I decided to take what would become one of the strangest and most vivid trips I've ever experienced. I took 420 milligrams of Robotablets HBR, the blue label ones, and 300 milligrams of Benadryl. After taking them, I settled in and waited. About 30 minutes later, the first effects started creeping in. The earliest thing I distinctly remember was how strange my eyes felt. They were way too easy to move, almost like they weren't connected properly anymore. I kept moving them around uncontrollably, just because it felt so effortless and unnatural. That's the last clear, grounded moment I remember before things really started to dissolve. After that, the trip came on hard. I began getting open-eye visuals, and the entire time this was happening, I was also hitting my cart. The visuals started subtly at first. I remember looking at my wall and noticing it wasn't solid anymore. It was wavy, like it was breathing. Little circular patterns began forming across it, almost like bubbles or ripples embedded in the surface. That's when the trip fully took over. In my peripheral vision, I kept seeing this orange and black tower appearing again and again. Every time I tried to look directly at it, it wouldn't fully stay, but it was always there, lurking just outside my focus. Then things got even stranger. At one point, I saw a translucent rainbow spider jump straight toward my face. It was vivid, detailed, and unmistakably real in the moment. But the second it touched me, it vanished completely, like it had never existed at all. Soon after that, I noticed something on my ceiling. There was a small, completely black figure, upside down, just hanging there. It reminded me of a little wind-up toy, motionless but unsettling, like it could start moving at any second. I stared at it, unsure whether to feel curious or disturbed. Meanwhile, my walls continued getting more and more distorted. The waviness intensified, and every few minutes I'd see these strange old purple typewriter-looking toys appear. They didn't do anything, they just show up, exist for a moment, and then fade away, only to return again later. One of the most intense visuals came when the air itself began to change. Starting from the wall and spreading outward, it looked like the air was turning into crystallized fire. It was sharp, geometric, and glowing, like burning glass forming in midair. The room didn't feel like a room anymore. It felt like reality itself was transforming in front of me. When I closed my eyes, the visuals did not stop. Behind my eyelids, I remember seeing shapes that looked like fences, layered and repeating, stretching into the darkness. At one point during the trip, I saw a rainbow fairy flying straight toward my face. It moved quickly, brightly colored and unmistakable, and then, just as suddenly, it exploded into nothing. That moment stuck with me, even though it was easy to forget in the chaos of everything else happening. By this point, my sense of time, memory, and continuity was completely gone. Moments blended together, and entire sections of the experience are missing from my recall. What I do remember feels fragmented, dreamlike, and surreal, like pieces of a broken reality stitched together afterward. That's all I can clearly remember from the experience. Even though it's hard to put into words, the visuals were intense, bizarre, and unlike anything else I've ever experienced before. That's gonna be it with this one. Like I said, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, a like and a subscribe and or follow would be fantastic. And I'm thankful to all you who support me a ton. Drop a comment letting me know if you want to see something specific next, or if you have an experience you'd like to share and have read on the channel, do send it in. I take submissions via Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok DMs. I have the same name as my YouTube on everything, Numbskull@Nodfather. Well, with that, I will hopefully leave you all to a wonderful rest of your day. Stay frosty, stay curious, and as always, stay safe out there. and I will, of course, see all of you in the next one.
Peace.